In today's video, I'll be going over some overlooked optimizations you can make to Windows 10 and Windows 11 that's going to improve your gaming experience as well as just your quality of life experience with Windows. So I've been spending a lot of time with my viewers on Discord, helping them to unlock undervolting and helping them with MSI Afterburner, etc, etc. But when I scratch the surface, even people that know their way around computers quite often overlook these optimizations. So that is what this video is about. So let's get ready to optimize Windows. So the first optimization is an obvious one, but it seems to still fall through the cracks. So go to your taskbar, right click, go to Task Manager and go to Startup. Anything that's not disabled in this panel, go ahead and disable it, because these are programs that Windows will automatically open up in the background whenever you boot into Windows. So the problem with this is it's going to use a whole bunch of extra RAM and a whole bunch of extra CPU that it just doesn't need to use. It's going to make your boot time longer, it's going to make your system feel unresponsive, and the more CPU you use, the more RAM you use, the more heat your system generates. So anything in this panel does not need to be enabled. Disable everything in this panel. It's not going to disable it from working, it's just going to disable Windows from starting it up automatically when you boot into Windows. The next optimization is an obvious one, but I find that a lot of people are still not doing it. So a lot of people are moving over to Windows 11, and unfortunately Microsoft is bullying people into setting up an online account. And the problem with setting up an online account is whenever you install Windows, automatically it installs a whole bunch of bloatware, junk, shit you just don't need on your system. So guys, what I want you to do is go to your settings, go to apps. I know you've seen it before, but a lot of people still haven't done this, is just go through all these apps and features. Anything that you don't know why it's there, you don't use, or it's just clearly bloatware, go ahead and delete it. It's just taking up system space. It might even be running in the background. It's using your CPU, it's using your RAM. It does not belong on your system. And while you're at it, you can go to offline maps and disable offline maps. And then just as a backup for Task Manager Startup, anything that isn't disabled here, just go ahead and disable Startup apps. The next overlooked optimization, and guys, I'd like to say it's not the case, but just working with some of my viewers, I see, even though I've done videos on it, people aren't doing it. It's services that you don't need, disable them. It's using CPU, it's using RAM, it's causing latency, it's causing a system heat, and it's just using resources you don't need. So what I want you to do is go to your Windows icon, type in services, and then just go to services, and you'll see here your automatic startup apps, the delayed, automatic, and then there's some disabled, blah 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 blah, there's some manual. Just go through this list. I'm so kind, I did make a video a while back, services safe to disable in 22H2. I'll put a link to that video in the description of this video. Just go ahead and watch that and disable any services that you don't need. Guys, it's taking up RAM cycles, it's taking up CPU cycles, it's causing extra heat. You don't need it on your computer. So go ahead and disable services you don't need. The next optimization, you guessed it, is background apps. So what I want you to do is go to privacy and then just look up background apps. Just make sure that all of this is disabled. You can just switch this off, but it doesn't stop there, guys. Privacy is a fantastic thing to optimize, and most people don't. The reason is this is where you prevent Windows from collecting your data and sending it off to the data center. So just go through all these settings: general, speech, inking and typing. Just disable everything with the exception of camera, microphone and voice activation. Disable it, go through each of these little panels, disable it, but leave on camera, microphone, voice activation, but everything else disable. Because guys, this is where Windows collects your data, sends it to the data center. It's causing things to run in the background, it's causing telemetry. It's just a pain in the ass. So go ahead, disable it. It's going to lower your latency, it's going to lower your RAM usage, your CPU usage. Said it all before, but it's going to optimize your system quite nicely. And then guys, for the last two optimizations, it's actually via two of my two favorite little additional programs you can use to optimize Windows. And those are namely Winearo Tweaker as well as Windows Privacy Dashboard. So Winearo Tweaker is a fantastic way to optimize Windows in a couple of ways that you wouldn't be able to just normally. I'll add a link in the description of this video, and then you can just go through that where I guide you what you can do to optimize Windows. Winearo Tweaker is a fantastic little program. The next one is Windows Privacy Dashboard, which is an extension of the privacy section in Windows settings. It's just some additional options that you can disable that just gives your Windows a little added layer of privacy and prevents Microsoft from going and collecting your data. But yet again, I'll put a link to this video in the description so you can just give that a watch. Guys, these two programs are fantastic, Winearo Tweaker as well as Windows Privacy Dashboard. Anyways guys, there you have it, some often overlooked optimizations you can do to Windows to heighten your gaming experience and just improve your quality of life with Windows. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to smash that like button. If you're still watching and you haven't subscribed, come on man, hit that subscribe button. But other than that guys, enjoy the rest of your day. It's people like you. Cheers.